Mr. Watson here, and in this video we're going to be looking at specificity. Specificity. Training should be relevant and appropriate for the individual and sport, energy system and muscle fiber type, and finally the movement pattern. The overall energy demands of the sport determine which fitness components should be developed so that the requirements of the sport are matched. So if we take a look at a swimmer, now swimmers tend to focus a lot on speed, muscular endurance, reaction time. However, they need to keep it specific to swimming. Everyone's aware swimming is a highly technical sport, and they need to match this up with adequate health and fitness components to ensure that they can bring about successful performances. So swimmers will tend to do a lot of their work in the water. However, they will do strength and conditioning in gyms, but they'll work on most of it in the water, as this is where they can see if they truly are improving their time and distances, etc. We also have Thai boxing. Now, Thai boxers will tend to be specific with their training method using high intensity interval training. So what's common in this sport is they will work for 3 minutes at a very high intensity and then take a minute's rest. They'll then work again for 3 minutes and take a minute's rest. And they'll do this 12 times, as this is how boxing and Thai boxing works, and this replicates the time and rounds of rest that they get. And finally we have balance, so very common in surfing, but again very specific type of balance, and they live in a world of unpredictability from the water, so they'll do a lot of their balance work out on the water. Another example from team sports would be basketball. So for example, the training should include some distance work with intermittent speed and agility training. So what's very common, if you've seen the movie Coach Carter, they use running lines, or as known in the film, suicides. So if you're not familiar with suicides, this is where they'll split the court into several sections and they'll have their players report to the baseline. Now what they want, they'll give a number, and this might be 10 sets, 5 sets, 20 sets, and the coach will demand an intensity of getting out to the lines and back to the baseline. So not only are they getting distance in, they're doing it at a high intensity speed, improving their fitness to meet the demands of the environment of match day. Okay, so that's an example from basketball. In contrast to that, golfers would require little distance work thanks to the useful golf buggies, but they will train a lot for flexibility and power. Okay, so getting that full range of motion from their muscles so that their swing is efficient and also with appropriate power, so when they're playing off the tee, they're as close in the first shot as they need to be. Okay, so this is the principle of specificity.